The big turn on for me as a travel writer is to find the magic of travel and let people experience it. And there's all different kinds of magic of travel. One of the most encouraging things for me ever is to see kids one generation behind me over there as teenagers on a shoestring, wide-eyed and in wonder of the world, having the same magical experiences I had. They got more money, they got cell phones, they got the internet, they got all these conveniences, but the fundamental magic of travel is still there. And that's just so fun for me as a travel writer to know my experiences written in a journal 30 years ago are just as applicable today for kids who are over there with their boyfriend or their girlfriend having that great first trip. There's magic of all kinds, natural magic. I mean, for me, the natural wonders of Europe are, we got great natural wonders here, but those in Europe are so accessible. I mean, imagine walking on a ridge high in the Alps for 3 hours, tight roping on this ridge. On one side, you got lakes stretching all the way to Germany. On the other side, you got the most incredible alpine panorama anywhere, the Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau cut-glass peaks, and ahead of you hear the long legato tones of an Alp horn, announcing that the helicopter-stocked mountain hut is open, it's just around the corner, and the coffee schnapps is on. Whoa, that is a great experience, and that's what people can have, and it just makes them excited about nature. In your travels, you get these cultural wonders. I mean, I love being the cultural bumpkin. And I'll warn you, a lot of us Americans are a little put off by those sophisticates in Europe, those pseudo-sophisticates. They're so into their wine and cheese and everything. I celebrate it. I'm into different things. They're into different things. I'm a bumpkin. I was raised thinking cheese is orange in the shape of the bread. Here, cheese sandwich. Over there, cheese is not orange in the shape of the bread. There's a different cheese for every day of the year. These people are evangelical about their cheese. And I love it when my favorite restaurateur in Paris, Marie-Alice, takes me shopping in the morning and shows me what's going to shape the menu tonight. And I'm her favorite little cultural bumpkin. I don't know diddly. I'm just from the northwest of the United States, you know? And she turns me on with all this great sophisticated cuisine stuff, takes me into a cheese shop. It's a festival of mold. She picks the moldiest wad. It's the grossest hunk of stuff you could ever see. And she takes a deep whiff. Oh, Rick, smell this cheese. It smells like the feet of angels. All right, Marie-Elise, whatever turns you on, you know? And I mean, I go with it, and I'm impressed by the way they're excited about this or that or whatever. You know, my dad's really into pianos. He goes to the fanciest piano factory over there, and we find that in Vienna, they don't produce pianos, they birth them, kind of, you know? Each one's got its own personality. Maybe this is one of my reasons I'm really tuned into the fine points of European culture and fine life. I remember going over there on those first trips with my dad. He was a piano tuner here in Seattle, and he imported these fine pianos. He knew the personality of his clients. He would fly to Vienna back in the late 60s and early 70s, and he would line up a bunch of these grand pianos in Vienna, the most expensive, greatest pianos in the world. And I'd get to play them, and my dad would analyze the personality, and he would match the personality with his client here in Seattle, and he'd autograph the sounding board, they'd put it in a box and ship it over here. I mean, that's the kind of quality of Europe culture that is pretty much gone by the wayside in our mass-produced culture these days. But that's that culture you can get turned on with in Europe.